right, well, it is time. As Spano, the guest, tied up with Land at 8 points apiece, he gets to go first here in the 80s movie draft. Now, I've tried to do this one a little bit differently than we have done previously.
80s
where
cartoons.
What did I say?
Said 80s
draft.
movies.
80s cartoons draft. Sorry. And so what I'm trying to do is I tried to make sure that I downloaded essentially an image from almost any of the cartoons that we can pick. And so if you guys pick something obscure, then I'm fucked. But we'll see what happens here. So we're going to start with Spano. Span Man,
Obscure.
what is your number one pick?
Going number one for your 80s cartoons is Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling.
Oh, fuck, I don't have that one.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice. Wasn't even on my list. I just remembered that cartoon.
And
oh my God.
the first one I don't have an image for.
You're welcome,
I spent
sir.
so much time getting these fucking pictures, and I don't even have that one.
It
All
will
right,
be the
I've
last.
just completely rechanged my draft strategy now because I'm just going to go for the ones that I don't think you have pictures of.
Oh, you
Yes,
fuckers.
do it.
You sons of bitches. All right, fuck it. Go for
Most
it. Land.
obscure.
Land, you're up.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
John Lovitz?
So I will start with
I know Alan's going to pick some weird, obscure shit.
Battle of the Planets. G-Force, a.k.a. Gotcha Man.
What the fuck is that?
I never heard of it.
Hold on.
That's the ticket.
Was that your John Lovitz? Battle of the
what?
It
Planets.
stinks.
Look it up. Google it.
I'm Googling it now. I knew you were going to pick some weird shit.
It's not weird shit. A lot of people watch that here.
I had never heard of it.
Oh, and it barely makes the list because it's technically a 70s show.
It was 79 to 84
It was 78 to 80.
to 80.
Yeah. But I'll give it to you. All right, fine.
Hey, I
Frank,
watched it growing up, so it
Frank.
obviously was made the rounds on US TV.
Frank, give me a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, you'll have
I have
this
an
one
image
because
for
my first one is the one that the kids in the late 80s
Beard, Who
could not
Framed
go
Roger
without.
Rabbit's a movie.
Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the
Hey,
cartoon?
look at that. Here we go. Where did I put the... you blood out, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong button. Fuck. Teenage.
Yeah, a lot of good memories with that one.
Oh, man. Yeah, Lan and I going to go see the second movie in the
Second one.
theater. Yeah.
Huh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See, I didn't
Seriously,
think...
hope Alan keeps going obscure here. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I didn't really think this far ahead as to what I was even going to pick. But I do know the first one that I do need to pick because this one was very close to my heart because I had every single goddamn toy. And I know that Spano
Jim.
was going to try to... Wait a minute. You mean this one right here? No, it's not Gem. I'm going
Cabbage
with
Patch
right there. He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Roger was animated. It's 80s cartoon shows is what we're going with here, Beard. It's not movies. We're going with shows. But I'm going with He-Man for my first one. And I actually
Crazy was Skeletor in those cartoons.
Was that?
It was how crazy was Skeletor in those cartoons?
He-Man, you son of a bitch.
I actually saw a shirt today on somebody on YouTube, and it was He-Man in like a sex swing with his leg open. And it had Fisto,
yeah.
like going like he's going to Fisto
What the
between
fuck is
his
wrong
legs.
with you guys, man?
It wasn't my shirt. It was one that
No.
somebody else was wearing.
Uh-huh. All right, I'm going to go... I guess it's not really obscure, but I watched the shit out of this one, I think when I was like 4 years old. Muppet
The Muppet
Babies,
Baby.
baby.
Oh, of
Great
course.
cartoon, man.
Of course.
It was a
Yeah,
fantastic
Everybody
one.
watched that.
I even had the I sang the theme song for Alan, and I
you
reposted
did.
that on Facebook. Muppet babies, we make our dreams come true. Muppet babies will do. See, now at this point, Beard's just listing off cartoons from the 80s.
There you go.
Ooh, all right. So who are we back on to? Frank, who you got?
This one had probably one of the scariest episodes that I think most 80s kids can remember. That would be the boogeyman from the Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh, that wasn't. Yeah.
Because that boogeyman with the big ass head scared the
yeah.
living crap out of everybody. But I love that cartoon.
You mean
The
this
episode of that always got me was the one with Houdini.
See,
Where
that,
Houdini's ghost was running around in the straitjacket.
that didn't bother me. It was that big headed boogeyman, dude. That thing just set me out. It was no good.
Because they made Houdini look just creepy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He was creepy as old hell. I'm going through
But there's a lot. You can find them now on YouTube. They have all the episodes on YouTube, and I'll sit there sometime and just. It was really good. At least that first season or so.
I got it on DVD.
All right, Lan, you're up. What obscure shit are you bringing up now?
Okay, this one is all American. Okay, so it's not a Japanese show.
Is it as American as Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling?
Actually, yes.
Even
Because if
more.
you remember this, because the thing that I remember about this cartoon was the main character. The cartoon is Turbo Teen. Was the kid who he would transform into a car.
Oh
And when he would
I remember
transform, his face would stretch, and it just looked freaking weird.
Fuck, I don't have that one, but I remember that now.
Yeah, his arms would go out and his hands would turn tires. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Turbo
their
Teen.
version of Transformers.
That was GoBots.
Well, no, but like all these studios to sell toys they just started coming up with things that would transform at that point.
It's interesting because Turbo Teen lasted a whopping 13 episodes. It ran from September to December of 1984.
That kid's
We
face
remember
stretching
it.
out probably freaked everybody out.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of him. All right, Spanner, you get to go back to back here, man.
Stretched in the back.
Oh, I get my two right in a
You
row.
get to go back to back, baby.
I like it. All right. I'm gonna go with another American cartoon. How about a
Snorks.
real American hero? How about G.I. Joe?
Hey-oh! I do have that one, right? Bacalao. Look at that.
Nice.
Series.
Oh, that's the later stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't find a
Commanders in
decent.
his-
I couldn't find a decent one with
Shredder
the
outfit.
old school.
I had
one.
that toy. That was a great toy too.
This one here, this newer one.
Yeah, that Cobra Commander.
I remember I ordered William the Refrigerator Perry and Sergeant Slaughter. And it was the epitome of you ordered that thing, and then every day you're bugging the shit out of your mom. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? And it's not going to show up for like 6 fucking weeks.
I ordered the hooded Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
and it was the most amazing thing. When it showed up like 5 months later in the mailbox, it was amazing.
And Serpentor. Don't forget Serpentor.
Oh
I
yeah.
had Serpentor with the chariot. Oh
Yep.
hell yeah!
I think.
And then what about Super Soldier? That was the other mail away one.
What was the? What were the?
Super
Wasn't there
Soldier, I
the
don't
twins
remember
that turned color?
Oh,
Wow, racist.
Start with a C.
Or was
they were
it
part of
no,
Zartan's group, weren't they?
I thought so.
And
Anyway,
their names
all right.
were backwards, right? Like
Yeah. Yes.
Gemini twins.
I could see them in my head. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
the
Like
names.
they had like the long, like brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it!
I can't remember their name now.
Hold on, GI Joe twins. I'm looking it up.
My dad still has.
Oh wait, no,
a ton of
a
those.
little bit different. Okay, so I was thinking of different guys here. There's Tomax and Zamot.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
I was thinking.
That's
Of,
what I was
okay,
thinking
so
of,
I
too.
wasn't thinking of a twin. I was thinking of
Zartan, probably.
I think,
Zartan's crew?
yeah. It was Zartan
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
changed color when you put him in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right, Spanner, what's your third and final pick here for your 80s?
My
cartoons?
third one might be a little bit off the cuff, but it was one that I really enjoyed in the 80s. Wasn't a Saturday morning cartoon. I think it was on the afternoon. I'm gonna go. A lot of people like Garfield. I prefer
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
It had
I
the
got
best
this, you son of a bitch!
opening theme song.
You thought that I didn't have it, but there he is. Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats.
That was such a good show.
It was.
Yeah, it
I loved the hell out of Heathcliff, man. Now, do you want just the regular Heathcliff, which I believe technically ran from like 1980 to 84, and then the Cadillac Cats ran, I think, like 84 to 88. So which one are you going
original
with?
The original. Yeah.
The OG,
I don't even recognize the Cadillac Cats.
Heathcliff. It's like
There's
that.
one with like the cats that look like they're from the 50s. Their hair's all like
Yeah.
that a fat cat.
Pompadours.
Yeah, they basically were trying to copy the Alvin and the Chipmunks by having like the female and male versions of the cats.
I remember we were actually just talking about this in one of my work meetings because I brought this up, and somebody mentioned Garfield and Friends, and I can't remember who it was in our meeting was like, dude, how pissed did you get when they went from the Garfield cartoons to the stupid farm animals?
I actually enjoyed the Farm Animals cartoon for a minute there. It was all right.
All right, Lane, what's your third and final one that I guarantee I'm not going to have a fucking picture for?
No, I think. Well, okay. So I'm torn. Like my list that I made is freaking huge, and I sacrificed 2 spots for just to get you on this.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of have to go for like one of my actual favorites.
Transformers,
It's gonna be something dealing with big robots,
Voltron.
or
What else was there? What do I have here?
I think you just picked it for me because you can't remember.
Oh.
I know. I'm pretty sure you have the cover.
I might. Which one is it?
Okay, we're
Inspector
gonna go
Gadget.
Robotech.
I don't have Robotech, actually.
Bam, hat trick complete. Let's get in a fight.
Jesus Christ. Robotech. I had forgotten about Robotech. I thought I was doing so good when I had 27 of these fucking things ready to go, and then Land's got to throw a curveball
Failed.
every fucking step of the way. All right,
Hat
Frank.
trick, baby.
All right, Frank, you're up. What's your third and final pick?
Well, can I list a few that I'm not going to pick?
We'll get to
just
honorable
extras?
mentions here in a minute.
Okay. So this one was one I was talking about earlier. It was never on TV. It was a VHS series. And it was when these toy companies, after the success of He-Man, started making toys, but the way they would promote them was they'd have a cartoon about them. And this was one that I think my grandparents had found for me and my brothers, and it was called Dino Riders. And I'm not sure how many people actually know about that.
I almost had.
At first it wasn't. At first it was exclusively VHS because Tyco was trying to sell their toys through this line, and then I think they then put on TV. It was only on what for like 2 or 3 seasons, I think.
Aired in
But, like,
1988.
even in the VHS,
oh no,
they
it
had
lasted
commercials.
1 season, sir.
One season. Well, I know that maybe it was the second season was on VHS. I can't remember, but like in the VHS during the cartoons, you would have commercials for the other Tyco toys like race cars and like their Lego ripoff and all this stuff like that. It was so wild. But yeah, Dino Riders is my third one. It was just we had all the toys too. Isn't that weird?
Dino Riders was cool. That was good
I
stuff.
almost had Dino Riders, but the one that I did get is, do you guys remember this one? Dino Sausage.
Dino Sausage. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Friggin'
I don't remember those.
You don't remember Dino Saucers, man? Dino
I
Sausage.
don't. Am I older than you guys? Maybe that's why.
Probably.
That was on USA, I believe.
Dino Saucers was great, man. I loved Dino Saucers. But we can get to some honorable mentions here before I get to mine. So let me know, Frank. We'll start with you. Give me one of your honorable mentions.
Well, pup named Scooby Doo. When they were bringing Scooby Doo back out and they made him younger, that was
80s.
Yeah, that was like late 80s. You're going
88, 89 or something.
yeah, somewhere around there. It didn't last that long either. You had Droids, the Star Wars cartoon with just the robots.
Yeah.
Of course, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Nobody picked them. And then Danger Mouse.
And Beard. I like how I said mention 1 and he rattles off 5. Because Beard had mentioned the Ewoks cartoon over in the YouTube chat as well.
Oh, that's right.
All right, what was that last one you had there, Frank?
Danger Mouse. If you guys remember
Danger Mouse was great.
Fuck,
Oh, man,
I thought I had that on. I had it on my list, but I didn't download the poster. Shit. But yeah, I remember Danger Mouse with his eye patch, man.
Here, I drew them at some point. I'll pull them up for you so you have a poster.
Pull it out. All right, anybody have any other honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got a couple.
All right, let's Spano, go ahead and give us one because Land's is going to be a bunch of weird shit.
I got how about what's that? Here we go.
That says Danger Mouse. That's like a Danger
Okay.
Mouse.
It got the damn lights like blanking them out. It's on white paper. It doesn't go too up. I can't.
There he is.
All right. Let's go here. Let's
All right, my honorable mentions. I got thundercats.
Oh yeah.
I
you mean that one right there?
How about Inspector Gadget?
All right, you got to slow down here because now we're
sorry.
finally getting to the ones that I have. We have Inspector Gadget right there. with Dr. Claw.
And I
believe it was
gotta
horrible.
mention, as an honorable mention, because I'll probably never have a conversation about my favorite cartoons ever again in my life. So it didn't qualify for today because it's not an 80s cartoon, but my all-time favorite cartoon is Underdog. And I just
All
had
right.
to give a shout out to Underdog.
Underdog was alright.
But it wasn't 80, it was like 60s. I didn't even know that. When I looked it up, I was hoping maybe it made it into the 80s so I could put it on my list. But no, it was like 3
It
years
was
in
like
the 60s.
late 60s, early 70s, I think.
Wasn't,
Not
Hanna-
even in the
syndication,
70s.
I guess.
wasn't Hanna-Barbera, or wasn't that a Hanna-Barbera cartoon? Underdog?
I don't remember.
I believe so. Him and Hong Kong Fooey.
Oh, fuck. I loved Hong Kong Fooey, man. That was the best. All right, Lane, what are your honorable mentions?
Transformers, Voltron, the Lion Voltron.
Slow
the
down.
vehicles.
Is that the one where the cats
Slow down.
transformed and you put the toys together and it made
Yeah,
one
yeah,
big robot or
You
something?
mean
Okay.
Voltron?
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah,
Power
yeah.
Rangers.
What about Mask?
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
So-
God,
oh,
yeah,
buddy.
the
You mean, you
G.I.
know,
Joe
that-
ripoff.
where do you think that cartoon's from?
Korea,
No.
China.
No.
Bulgaria.
No. It's France.
I was
Iowa.
going to say, because it come from France.
It comes from France. It's a French cartoon. All right, what other-
Jason Wheeled Warriors, Battle of the Planets, Star Blazers, Mighty Orbots.
Not Starhawk or whatever that. What was the one?
You
Silverhawks.
mean Silverhawks?
Silverhawks. Yeah, but what
I
was the
mentioned
one
that.
I'm thinking with the guy with the cowboy hat?
That's the one.
Oh. Which
That's
one
the
was
one.
it?
Silverhawks.
No, I thought there was
Bluegrass.
a different one where
Oh,
it
no,
was
he's right
like
there.
there was,
Cowboy hat.
Was that
Yeah,
him? I thought
Bluegrass.
there
Yeah,
was
he's right there.
I thought there was a different one though too.
He's on the
maybe,
bottom.
Maybe I'm overthinking. Okay.
You might be thinking of Brave Star.
Maybe I am thinking of Brave Star.
Yeah. Honest is Carmen San Diego. I think there was
That
a
was
there was a
90s,
cartoon, but that was
I think.
90s.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightmares
Um,
of Dungeons and Dragons. That's another one. That's
Yeah,
another
that
really
was
good
another
one.
one.
Oh, you mean like this one right here?
Yep.
See,
That's the
now
one.
you guys list all
Love
the
that one.
goddamn ones that I had pictures for. So some of my other honorable mentions. Frank mentioned this one. It barely squeaks in it because it came out in '89. You had Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I never really
That was
watched
a
it.
good cartoon. It was
It's a great
one.
cartoon, yeah, man.
Here's
They
one
made
that
him
I
a
watched.
friendly guy, and you spent more time in the outer world than you did in the real world. It was fun.
Rescue Rangers was good.
Little Rescue Rangers. We had actually Beard just put this one in the chat. Little DuckTales. Woo!
Yeah, Disney's block afternoon stuff.
Oh, and see, and
Yeah, all that
I wanted to
stuff
put
was
like
really good.
Tailspin, but Tailspin didn't even air until 1990.
Yeah, that came with what, Darkwing Duck at the same time, like with those. That's
I think Darkwing Duck. I think it was like they had a new one like every year almost. Because I remember I watched the hell out of Tailspin, but I never got into Darkwing Duck because it was like
Darkwing
90,
was only on for
couple
a
years
year.
later.
Yeah, it was only on for a year though too.
Darkwing Duck?
Yeah, it was just I think for one season, and that was it. Maybe a season and a half, and then it was over.
Darkwing Duck. First aired 1991.
Mm-hmm.
3 seasons. Shit, 91 episodes.
There you go. Whatever. Maybe it was.
All right, do you guys remember this cartoon?
Yeah.
Puzzles, yes.
Oh, you just remind me the T-shirt gang. What is it? The
Oh, wait. You mean Shirt Tails?
Shirt Tails, baby.
That I don't remember.
I do remember
They
Shirt
lived in a
Tails.
tree in Manhattan and like one of the parks or something. That was wild, man.
Some of the other ones that we haven't mentioned yet is, I mean, this one started in 81. You had Smurfs.
Smurfs, yeah.
And then that led right into, think of it?
The Snorks.
Snorks.
Snorks,
hey.
yeah. We mentioned this earlier, but we did have Garfield and Friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one that Lan is very familiar with.
The Gummy Bears.
Adventures.
What about the Gnomes? Was the Gnomes, was that the 90s or was that 80s on Nickelodeon? Was that more the 90s with the Gnomes?
I don't know. Here's a very I have some very obscure ones that I want to get to here before I give you my final pick and we move on to Jackbox. But so who was it that took the real Ghostbusters? It was Frank.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember this one, though?
Ghostbusters. No, but I remember I know the whole controversy behind it.
It wasn't a bad. It wasn't a bad.
This was
cartoon
a great
either.
cartoon. I almost preferred this over the real Ghostbusters.
That was a
I'd
good
never
cartoon,
seen
too.
an episode of it. I was more of a real Ghostbusters guy.
Beard says Care Bears was 80s, but do you remember my Care Bear tattoo? Spano? He has a Care Bear tattoo? Do you remember that?
I don't remember. I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. Here's some very obscure ones. Do you guys remember Adventures of the Little Koala?
No.
I do, but I never watched it. But I do remember that being there. I never watched it, but I do remember it being there.
This one was on.
It's like Australian, right?
No, I think it's Japanese.
It looks anime.
Yeah, it honest to God, for some reason this was always on when there's nothing going on, and so I watched the shit out of the show. And then I guess this one's not really that obscure, but do you guys remember?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know if that was 90s or 80s, but I remember that one. Denver, the last dinosaur.
And then there's one more super obscure one that, as I was researching this, it reminded me of it.
Super Ted.
Do you guys remember
Oh my
Super Ted?
God. Yes.
I do, but I always thought it was just a book. I didn't realize it was an actual cartoon.
And as we're talking about Super Ted, the Beard puts in the YouTube chat, his Care Bear tattoo is hot's pink, but the bear power is a wiener.
All right. Cares for glizzies.
Oh my God. But yeah, I totally had forgotten about Super Ted. And the best thing is about all this stuff, I kind of got sucked into going and watching a lot of all these old cartoons on YouTube. It's fantastic. So we're going to move on to Jackbox now, folks. But if you're watching this on a replay, make sure you're clicking like. And if we missed any cartoons, let us know in the comment section down below.
I'm sure they'll let us know.
And if you're watching live, make sure that you guys are giving us the thumbs up there on this video, because that definitely comes in handy.